everybody please rise and join the board for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please, Nikki.
Mrs. Applebaum?
Yeah.
Ms. Davis?
Yes.
Mrs. Hopper? Mr. Repo? Dr. Fiorentino? Mr. Todd?
Yes.
Mrs. Feldman?
Yes. Approval of organizational meeting agenda. May I have a motion and a second to approve the agenda for the organizational meeting of the Board of Education scheduled for Wednesday, April 11th, 2018?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Now I will call on Dr. Marty.
Good evening, residents, and thanks for coming to the organizational meeting tonight and Board of Education. Tonight, it's my pleasure to recognize our two outgoing board members. This is a tradition that we do at this organizational meeting. So the first part of this is going to be some recognition. And it is with both happiness and sadness that I say a few words about Beth Feldman and Kim Applebaum. They have served the district for a long time. Beth from 2008 until now, 10 years, and Kim from 2012 to 2018. So allow me on behalf of my Superintendent Action Team and others to say a few words about these individuals. First of all, Beth Feldman. Beth, I have to say that many of us, and I'll put myself in this category, have learned so much from you. Personally, I've learned about patience, focus, service, persistence, and consistency. You have such a long service to Parkway, long before your board service. You were involved with your children and PTO and helping with bond campaigns, and then eventually served on the board. So you have a long, long tenure in Parkway. Your steady and consistent leadership and communication is so complimentary. You have emphasized patience as it relates to new ideas, student needs, and patience sometimes when it comes to implementing things in a very large school district. At the same time, you are persistent about implementing new ideas and programs. So I have a story to share with all of you. In 2013-14, we were investigating the experiential learning, and we had a trip to CAPS in Blue Valley, Kansas. And Beth and I had the chance to go and see that program. And on our return, after we spent a whole day there and really understanding a really established program where students really had a different type of learning, Beth told me, and this was like in November, I think, Beth said, Keith, we will implement this program next year. Well, that was quite an undertaking, but it's kind of set in motion, and when I say she had the persistence to get that work done and influencing other board members, we did achieve that, and the rest is kind of history. The CAPS program became our Spark program, and it's been now implemented, and hundreds of kids have benefited from it, and we certainly have 6 strands, and it's kind of, I think that's maybe part of your legacy in Parkway. Thank you so much. Kim Applebaum. I've learned a great deal from you as well, Kim. You are such a kind and caring individual who goes out of their way to express concern about one's well-being and one's family. I think you know all the board and our families, and you know certainly my family. You are a champion of opportunities for all in whatever ways we can support young people. Your work with the Boy Scouts and our Fine Arts program has been proven in your background, and it's quite an example with your own children and the community. You dedicate hours and hours to these endeavors before and during your board service. As a result of challenges you faced early in life, you are also a champion of children and families whose needs and personal needs must be always recognized. Here's my story about Kim. The last couple of years, I've had the opportunity to drive to our annual school board convention at the lake with Kim. And she's been assigned to keep me awake because I sometimes get tired. But I learned so much about Kim's passion for children, her passion for learning, her passion for growth. This is a woman who's got a lot to offer, and as I said, has really championed so much in Parkway, so much for children. And Kim, I'll never forget those opportunities. So both Mic turned off? My minute's up. Both Beth and Kim are such outstanding and caring spouses and parents. Both have 2 children who have attended Parkway schools and are thriving as young adults in college and in the workplace. Congratulations to both of you. As someone who has worked with over 50 or more board members in my administrative life, you are high in my list as being some of the very best in serving their communities. Our community, our families, our students, our teachers, our district as a whole, our district leaders are all better as a result of your service and leadership. Thank you. On behalf of the district, we have some gifts for you. Let's give them a round of applause.
You know, Dr. Marty, this has been a huge honor. And I've spoken a lot in the last year and the previous 3 years that I was president. So I think I've spoken enough, and I'm ready to turn it over to our new board.
And I've always been short for words. This has been such an honor the past 6 years. Even though people think that it's thankless, it is not. Just seeing the success of our children and seeing where they are today once they graduate and they move on to college, it's just been an amazing experience, and the administrators have been fabulous. So, thank you.
Without a board sitting president for the time being, I'm going to do a few items here. First of all, we need to, on our agenda, review the annual school board election results. The election was held on Tuesday, April 3rd. The results of that election are Jeannie Ames with 4,436 votes, Kevin Seltzer with 9,870 votes, Jonathan Taylor, 4,402 votes, Matt Schindler with 11,016 votes, Amy Bonnet with 6,525 votes, and there were 73 write-ins. So at this time, we have certificates of election to our successful candidates. So would Mr. Seltzer and Mr. Schindler please come forward? And now, Board Secretary, Ms. Nikki Stover will swear in our 2 new board members.
Does that work? Okay. All right, if you raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Missouri,
and the Constitution of the State of Missouri,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties of school director
discharge the duties of school director
in and for the Parkway School District,
in and for the Parkway School District,
County of St. Louis,
County of St. Louis,
State of Missouri,
State of Missouri,
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
and according to law.
and according to law.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to the Board of Education, gentlemen. Okay, the next item, and this will be my last bit of work here, is to move forward for nominations for the election of a president of the Board of Education for 2018-2019 school year. we will proceed with asking for a motion for president of the Parkway Board of Education. Do we have any motions?
I would like to nominate Jeff Todd for the office of President of the Board of Education.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Do we have any other nominations for president? All right, seeing none, the nominations are closed. All in favor of Jeff Todd and his nomination for president, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the motion has been passed, and Jeff Todd will serve as our Board of Education president for the 18-19 school year. Mr. Todd, congratulations. And I'm going to turn it over to you.
Could I have a motion for vice president of the Parkway Board of Education?
I would like to nominate Sam Sortino as Vice President of the school board.
Any second?
I do.
Any other nominations? Okay. May I have a motion and a second that the Board of Education elect Dr. Sam Sortino as Vice President of the Parkway Board of Education for a one-year term commencing April 11th, 2018 and ending April 12th, 2019. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Congratulations, Dr. Sortino. Okay, may I please have a motion and a second to adopt the 2018-2019 Board of Education meeting calendar as presented in the April 11th, 2018 board material. All in favor?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. May I have a motion and a second to adjourn the organizational meeting?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Motion carries 7-0. We're adjourned until our regularly stated meeting at 7 p.m. Congratulations.